Um, Taco, these sites that we have in Brantford, I'm thinking we should do a tour, brother. We should organize a tour next week, possibly, when there's a little bit more time. Um, and take people through these pocket listings. These are they could be great potential. And actually, I have another one in Hamilton um, that I just mentioned on our WhatsApp last night. The 2 unit. Actually, I went to see it today, and he's converted one of the 2 units to one of the half sides of the semi into 2 units, and the other half he's started, but he hasn't finished. So that could be pretty interesting for investor to pick up for
You
the
know,
investments.
I think I think it's always cool to do walkthroughs, right? I mean, it's good to check out deals, especially, you know what I like about some of the volume of off-market deals that you have is it allows us to kind of do some of that sort of stuff, right? You can bring investors through. We can have Arrow talk about some of the number feasibilities. You can talk about the deal that you have on the table, like what your thoughts are. Arrow can go over some of the numbers. I mean, Henry, who's a BCIN designer, he can go and like break down what's possible, not possible from a permit zoning perspective. And then, of course, I can chat on the Reno side of things of what I believe. Um, Arle's a project manager. So, are you project managing Reno stuff, or is that like, are you just project managing like projects outside of REI stuff? I don't know. I see what he's
And
saying.
that was my thought process, Mark.
I think it
We
would be
have the
cool.
whole setup. We have the whole setup, and every one of us could take a portion of the conversation and take it from that end. And I could introduce the property, have Aro go over the numbers, have Henry go over the possibilities, have you go over the cost, right? And then we kind of gave them the whole thing, right? Like you don't get that on tours. Like I've been on tours. Like it's not quite in depth. It's more okay, this is the property, this is how much the price is, you know what I mean? We possibly think we could do this and this, but you don't have the professionals with you. You don't have a designer, you don't have a contractor, and you don't have two agents that actually do this kind of stuff. So I think that would be so unique to offer that out to our Discord community and our following on all platforms, right? Um, that would be cool, man. That would be super cool.
I mean, I can bust out my Ray Bans.
Your glacitos. I will bust out my little ting ting, get a nice DJI Osmo out of it. But yeah, it would be. I think it would be very beneficial for not only the people that are coming on the tour, but ourselves too, because we may learn things that we didn't know that we could do. Right? Like one of the sites is um, zoned for 5 townhomes. And imagine being able to pick that up and just do the 5 townhomes in the middle of downtown Brantford. Like that'd be awesome. Someone that's into the land development like Arley, that would be like huge, right? Like, and we could possibly get a great deal on that property, right? Like I know the owners, and there are VTB options, right? So that's huge. Um, you know,
Yeah, no, I mean that's always. I mean that's the dream, right? You walk into a property, you have the agent giving you the ideas, right? You guys are really good at getting people excited for the deal, right? Like I got this hot deal on the market. Let me show you this and that and whatever. Like you and Arrow are experienced agents, which is why I spend a lot of time around you guys because you do know your stuff, right? But then you get into guys that are maybe not as experienced, right? Because you have a lot of Reno experience, so does Arrow, and you guys have done and executed a lot of projects. But some agents are just really excited to show the deal, to share the deal, to sell the deal. At the end of the day, you're trying to sell the deal, which is fair and it's totally fine. But the issue is when I get clients after they've been with an agent and then they're like, hey, they said I could turn this into a fourplex. And then Henry and I show up and we're like, actually, you can't. You can't. You can't. Like you could if this wasn't here or this wasn't an issue or if we could ignore the fact that it's the ceiling heights aren't too big, right? Like there's so many little things that from experience and even sometimes like I don't know everything, right? And sometimes I'll quickly call up Henry and be like, yo man, I have this building. What's the height? What's that minimum height again? And he'll tell me, oh no, 7.2, 7.4, 6.11, whatever it is, depending on the scenario. But I have that data. Or I'll ask him, be like, hey man, I'm looking at this project in Guelph, in this street. What's the zoning? And he can give me the real answers, right? And that I think is would be phenomenal to do. Um, I could also talk to Sean from Matrix Mortgage to see if we can get him to give us one of his agents from a
And
mortgage.
that right there, like the value added proposition to have. So, for example, you're going on a site and calling Henry. Imagine if Henry's on the tour. Like Henry, what can we do? Like, Mark, how much would this cost? Like, obviously, rough estimates, you're not going to be dead on about it, but you'll be like 25%. That's okay within the 20%. But to have that on a tour, I have not seen it yet. I don't know if you've experienced it, but I haven't experienced. I've only experienced agents taking people on tours, which is cool. I'm an agent, but like you said, some agents, they don't really know if they can do what they're telling you can be done. They're just assuming. So um, it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
No, the
And
best thing I've seen, and I do this with my clients, right? Everybody wants the numbers, right? Everybody wants the numbers. So when we go and walk projects with our clients, sorry, I'm just setting up a light just so I'm a little bit brighter here. Um, we do, Henry and I, we'll do the number, and we'll do the number with um, Henry and I walking through the building. And I don't want to do numbers without Henry because Henry's going to give me the square footage, the linear footage, how many sheets of draw. Like, he's going to give me the drawings that I need to give the clients a real number, right? Like, I hate giving out fake numbers. If you don't have a drawing or design or paperwork, it's very difficult for me to. I'm just guessing. Like really, anybody's guessing. Oh, what's square foot price? Well, I'm gonna guess. Everybody who has square foot prices, they're just guessing. It's not a real finite number. Like sure, it's a general idea, but it's not accurate. Like even when we do the kitchens, everyone asks me for a linear foot price on a kitchen. Well, drawers are way more expensive than a cabinet and a door. So drawers are going to cost more. So for me, I hate giving out, like, I like to work with the number. And then if we shave off, pot lights or, what, we don't do quartz, we do laminate countertops. And then we work our number down. I hate giving my clients a number and then being like, oh, yeah, by the way, we went from like 90 to 200.
And that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Like
It's insane. It's insane. I mean, that's why I
yeah,
talk
I don't
about the
know if you read
rentals.
that article about that. Did you read that article about that gentleman in Brampton that took so many deposits?
Oh, I
Um,
posted that article.
like a contractor took so many deposits and didn't do the work. Like that kind of stuff happens a lot, man. And I think that's where the general public is losing trust in certain trades and certain fields, right? And that's the thing. Like it's happened. It happens to everybody. It's happened to me before I got involved in the contracting side of things. It's happened to my clients where they've got burned before. Um, it's always good to vet. Yeah, there you go. It's always good to vet your contractor, your agent, your designer, you need to like vet. They're looking. They're they're trying to get a job from you, so you should vet them just like you're vetting a tenant, right? Um, or vetting anything, or vetting anybody for a job, right? So like this gentleman here, um, like how is he getting work? Maybe he was a smooth talker. Maybe who knows what he was doing, but to
Look,
take all those people's deposits,
this is the problem with the industry. One, people are desperate for contractors, so they give the deposit all the time. Even people that have been in this room, some of the members, they call me and they're like, Mark, I'm having a problem with this contractor. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I gave him 50% deposit. And I was like, you've been hanging out with me for about a year now. You should know better. So
50-50.
there's that. There's the desperation. I needed a guy, Mark. I just needed to get a guy done. I needed to get a guy done. Okay. That's first X. Number two, how'd you get the referral? Oh, my realtor gave it to me. Okay. Did you check? Did you vet him?
Come on, it's true. It's true.
They're like, yeah, my agent told me he's a good guy. Like that's not how you vet things.
Yeah,
You gotta like go do your due diligence. If this guy's a good contractor, like this guy, he's a busy contractor. Well, then you should have been able to go to a bunch of his sites. And if you can't,
100%.
and then the other thing is the problem with social media. It is so easy to put on a taco hat and pretend like you're the largest contractor on the planet. It's so easy to do that. Then when you show up and you come to our showroom, you see the machinery that we have, you see the setup, I can tour you around to all of our properties and give you many referrals of different clients. That's vetted. Everything before that is not, and it's so easy to get caught in the social media, Instagram posting. I see even investors, man. I've met a lot of investors where I thought, holy crap, this guy's doing massive stuff. And then I talk to the guy, reach out to him, go meet him in person. I'm like, man, your Florida deal looks amazing. I want to videotape it. I'm gonna fly to Florida. I'll meet you there, and we'll just do. I'll do a video log for you. And they're like, well, I'm actually not in Florida. I'm investing with the guy who's doing all the work in Florida, right? But they're out facing us, and it's so easy to do it in today's age. Like I don't know if you guys see it, but I'm sure, like I know I see it. It's so hard, man. It's so hard and difficult, and so easy now to be so easy to get a website. You could pay, like
So easy to
$100.
be verified. You could pay to be verified now. Like it's not you're not earning to be verified. So going back to what we were saying, like you gotta verify people. That's what you're saying, Mark, right? You gotta verify that even a tenant, like now you don't put a tenant in, you check their references, you check their employment, you check their credit, you pretty much check everything, even their shoe size. You know what I mean? Like you check their, blood sample, everything before you put them in a property because you don't want to get screwed. But in the contracting field, I agree with you. People are in a rush or they take a bad reference. I've referred people that were my family members and I thought they would be good and they weren't. And it tarnished my reputation with that person. And it was and you feel bad and you're like, oh my God, like I never thought that would happen. So be careful who you even refer sometimes, like you can't refer um, people you don't know. They got to be tried, tested, and true. Contractors, I don't go by pictures. I go by, I want to see you on the site. I want to see you show me a house that you've done, and I want someone verified that you've done that. That's how I am. I don't know about you, Mark, but you have way more experience in the contracting field. You probably want to see them work.
You
You
man,
probably
you
want to
yeah,
see
like
their work.
every time everybody tells me they're the best at this or I've done all of this or whatever, I'm like, okay, look, man,
Oh,
the proof is in the
you know
pudding.
what?
You start,
You,
I'll watch you and I'll know if you know what you're doing or not, and that's it. But everybody can't
and
do that. I have that, you know.
And you know what the funny thing is? We say that agents are salesmen. Contractors are better salesmen. than agents. I've not met a contractor that said they like. I have met good ones. I've not met contractors that said I can't do something. Some contractors, right? I can't do this. Like, dude, you know how to do that? Yeah, and I know how to do this, and I know how to build you a porch. And I used to be a concrete guy, and I used to do roofing, and like, and I'm from Hamilton, right? So they've done everything. Some of these contractors, like, and the worst place you can go to find a contractor is Kijiji. I don't know why my clients always tend to refer to Kijiji. They used to tend to refer to Kijiji. And then they'd be like, well, Manny, they did a project for me. Can you come check it? I think it's a little lopsided. You go there and it's like the port's about to fall over. Like, and you're like, well, we wanted to get it done cheap. I'm like, yeah, you wanted to get it done cheap. This is what you get, right? You want to go the cheap route, you're not gonna get good quality work and shit. So, um, you know, you've seen it all, Mark, with that field, and now I'm seeing a lot more because I'm involved in it. And from that perspective, and then the other perspective, from a contractor perspective, it's not easy quoting. Like inexperienced contractors underquote and they kill themselves. Like they don't make any money, and they have to go back and raise the price, and they got to go back and raise the price, and it's like, and so it's a hard gig, man. It's a hard gig. But once you're rolling in it, you're rolling in it. But it's a hard gig. I respect contractors, good ones, that do good quality work and are honest and trustworthy. Um, you know, there's not that many out there. And if there is, they're busy. They're freaking busy, man. They're so busy they don't have time to even talk to you. Right? So it's kind of same like realtors, man. Realtors that are good are busy, man. They're busy. They can't even keep up, you know. Same kind of thing. What do you guys got going on? I'm at REI. Wow,
I know.
it's funny.
I told him it must be cold up there. He's from Nunavut.
But the bank balance keeps me warm. Well,
Oh man.
if you want to warm me up over here, you want to
Uh,
warm us up with that bank.
uh,
It's cold out there. Up there, like negative what, 20, 30?
I
Negative
have no
20,
idea.
30.
I imagine it's got to be cold up there. What's the temperature up there, Ben? Oh my God.
Oh,
This is it. This isn't a real photo. This can't be. This can't. You know what? You know what? That's a duplex. Is that a duplex?
bro, I mean,
I can do an Airbnb. Oh, bad run, Manny. Oh my God.
it's real.
It's real.
No need.
So, so you have these four deals. We got
Yeah.
these events coming up.
Wow. Yeah. The event for the ladies are what, Thursday, and I got a bunch of people coming, man. Like a bunch of people that want us meet these ladies, great speakers. I got a bunch of people from my team that I'm like, you better be there. I I'm like, it's local, you better be there. No,
Yeah, I have.
if they
Oh,
join
yeah,
us,
that's right. Because you're up in your neck of the woods, right?
yeah, yeah, up by Grimsby there. And I think you're coming. I know. I don't know if Henry's coming, if Aro's
It look.
coming.
If Henry doesn't go, I would be surprised.
Henry
He
will be
is.
there.
He is the
Um,
only guy that doesn't show up to
so I don't
events.
know if Aro's coming. Um,
I feel like he should. I feel like you guys should. I mean, we're trying to support up in that space for this event, right? February we're doing REI Infinite REI with Suman. He's he wants us to co-host slash present for his team. He just started an advanced training camp for his guys. So he's got two levels now of members. So he's got basic entry level real estate investors, and then he's got an advanced tier
Okay.
because he's been doing it for a
So
few
what did
years
he
now.
talk about?
He does a lot of help on coaching on how to get on all these events. Okay, so Arlie, the events, I'm going to link it here. We post a lot of the networking events there. On the actual events on the top left hand side of your screen under server guides, there's 5 events. So I'll post the ones that we're generally going to go to on that calendar, but the link to all the networking events, that's where all of the events are. I
Oh,
post.
but
We try to
Rami,
post every event. Anybody can post an event there. Like that is kind of like where I think we kind of like try to put all of the networking events that are available. Henry Henry hasn't posted as many events as I've seen him post on Instagram because I know the wealth. What are they called? Generation Wealth guys. They just changed names. Adrian Pinozo.
well, Adrian, yeah, yeah.
Adrian's having an event. I don't know if that was posted on there. And then the Mark Loeffler's
No,
event
Danielle and Corey's event's gonna be on the 23rd. Yeah.
of this month. Yeah, but they haven't released any marketing or like a link. Like, how do I Eventbrite?
No, they haven't released. I don't know why that's taking up so long. But the main event that's coming up this week, where Mr. Taco and me are gonna box it out, falafel and taco. We're gonna be live from the events. We're gonna go live on YouTube. We're going live. So, Badrami, if you want to know how to catch us on Grow Network on YouTube. We will be live from the event, me and Mr. Taco, and we'll see if we can go live on Instagram. I don't know if we can.
I can with
Um,
my glasses.
so wear your glasses, my brother. Let's go live from the barbecue. It's going to be a great event. Great guest speakers. Um, the whole purpose is mindset. They're talking about mindset and real estate, mindset in life. Um, I know that the other event that we've been asked to help with, Unaimed, in Toronto is on January 21st, 22nd, a 2-day event. Taco and I have been asked to help. We may make a guest appearance um, at that event. Danielle and Corey's event, Adrian's event. I haven't went to any of Adrian's events. I might check it out. So there's a lot of events coming up, Mark. A lot of
Dude,
good events.
January is so packed. So packed.
Yeah, you know what? I thought it was just a ladies event. And then like all these other events just came out of
But
nowhere. And
that's why we're not really doing events, right? Like what's the point? There's like I think like 15 events happening this month. There's a bunch of them happening all in the same days, right? Like the Corey and Danielle are doing on the 23rd, which is Thursday. So, no, it's like a Monday, I think. Let me check the
what do you mean
calendar.
Monday?
It's Monday.
Because
No, it's
neither one of you
Tuesday.
guys are
It's Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
19th is that pre-party. The 11th is the girls, Wink. Wink is the 11th. I think the 15th or the 22nd is Mark Loeffler's. I think it's one of the Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
19th is that pre-party to the Unaimed. The 20th is the Unaimed. 21 is Unaimed. 23rd is not Loeffler, Corey and Danielle. 18th is the midterm rental speed networking. The 30th is Adrian Panozzo's uh, 2024 kickoff investor social on January 30th. And M1 is also having a meetup, which is on January 10th.
What's M1? Manny
That's
what?
that Marson guy.
Oh, that guy that took off for Stefano Arnio, the guy that passed away, the guy that took over.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know
But
M1 or Marson. I don't know that group, but I know about their event, so we've posted it. I mean, I know a couple of people that are part of M1.
like it's important to talk about this, Mark. We post all these events. We support the ones that we know of. We support all the events, but we don't know all of these events. We like to put them in our network for people to know about these real estate events. Some of them we haven't went to, right, Mark? So like the M1, this is the first time I heard
No,
of it.
never, never. Yeah, no. I post if I hear of an event from an investor or somebody posted in our in that networking event, it's cool. I want it to be very collaborative and let everybody kind of know, and for us to know what are the events that are happening there. But on our actual events calendar on the top under server guide, those are the events that we know and we've been to, and we've kind of like vetted or are familiar with the group, and then we know it's a worthwhile event, right? It's impossible to
Like
get to every event, but
like the women's event is great. The women's event is it was sold out the first time. They had a great event. It's open to everybody now. It's not just a women's event, but it was a great time, good food, good people. So we definitely know about that one. We definitely know about you know the Corey and Danielle's events are always usually really good. Um, the unnamed one, I think, is the first one ever, so it may be good. You know, haven't really, I don't have much experience with that one. I think it's the first one anyway. So, but our event was great. Our nobody would even leave.
I know
Our event was an all nighter.
you kept turning on and off the lights, like
I
guys.
think I had to turn off the speaker 3 or 4 times, and someone else kept turning on the speaker. Hey, I gotta go home, man. I got kids. I remember the last argument was like, "How far is it from here to London?"
Oh yeah, the last that group of guys that were like, who was further, London or Niagara? That's what it was.
I was like, "Buddy, London is like." Oh man, it was a great event, and you know what? Like it was short notice. We did such a great job at that event. Um, I'm looking forward to the ball. That one's gonna be epic. So
I'm
uh,
speaking with Arrow's wife. She said she is on board to help spearhead, do some of the legwork for the ball event, the gala.
okay,
So we're gonna do a formal gala, and they are going to. So we're gonna start looking. We've looking at venues. We've been reaching out to a couple places. I want to pick a spot because the problem is once you start marketing the way you and I can market, and we got a decent reach for investors. That's like the key thing. It's not just random people. We have a lot of investors in our network. Once we get the word out, then it becomes like the other event where it just gets sold out. So I wanna look for an event. There's one like I was looking at the Mississauga Convention Center where they have like 5 rooms. So you can start with like 100 people, and if you break the 100, they'll open up the next room, and you can open up the next room, and you can go wide.
I think that would be a good idea because we tend to throw good parties and be over capacity. I think we ran out of lanyards, right? Like, I
Yeah,
think we were making them at the end of the night, and I was like,
we
"Hey, make a red one, make a purple one." Like it
we
was,
had we had to bust out other colors that didn't even exist. We're out because we went over capacity.
and like
Um,
I was supposed to do interviews. Like I didn't have the opportunity to do. Like we were so preoccupied meeting people, and it was a great time, great crowd. It was super fun. The music was not shut off all night, and it was a networking heaven. Like everybody got to meet one another, and I think that's what is lacking a little bit in these events. Some of the events, not all of them. Like some of the ladies' events are good, Corey's events are good. Some of the events don't have enough networking time, and ours was predominantly networking time. We spoke for a few minutes, like it was nothing, and I think that's what made it so great. Like the fact that everybody got to know each other. I got to meet some really awesome people. People that did like
Yeah.
tiny homes, kind of mortgage brokers, all kinds of people.
Speaking of
Yeah.
the event, Paula's here. Do you
Paula.
know Paula? Do you know Paula? We were at the event and she was like, Mark, there's no chairs. Can next time we have chairs for me? And then I sat down on the ground and I put my knee up and I was like, I'll be your chair if you need a chair. Because we had the chairs, remember we had the chairs on the one side of the room? And then the other side was
Yeah.
more of the standing area near the charcuterie board. And
Mm.
she was like, "You should get more chairs." I'm like, "Yeah, but there's chairs on the other side." She's like, "Yeah, but all the action's on this side." She's like, "I want to be on this side." It was funny. Oh man,
Yeah,
it was a fun
totally.
time, dude.
It was a great event. Like that promo video was a home run. That was a great promo video. Um, a lot of people shared that video. A lot of people loved that video. I think you and I excel in the humor section of that video, where people really need that. You know, it's real estate investing should be fun. It should be, you should have fun with it. It shouldn't be so serious. Um, and some of these events, like we were talking, they're too serious. Like it's way too serious. Like you lose my attention after like 10 minutes of just talking and talking and talking. Like crack a joke, make me smile, talk about the weather. You know what I mean? Let's keep it light sometimes. And that's what our dynamic is in this grow community. We are down to earth individuals. We are easily accessible. We are here for you. We want to collaborate with everybody in the group. And we have collaborated with many people like Summit, the Property Hustlers. Um, you know, we have Keith, the Airbnb specialist, and anybody that's new, anybody that's like Arle, you do property management. Like, we'd love to collaborate with you, brother. Like, if there's something that you'd like to jump on and talk about, you know, just click on the tab and join the stage. We are
Yeah,
open.
or put your hand up. Yeah, like we're definitely like all about, not like holding the stage hostage kind of thing. This is honestly a super collaborative and inviting environment. Like I talk to people all the time. Like I want to get more people up here and to talk about their stuff. We've had some good combos with different people because it's like it's about different experiences and hearing from different people different things, different pain points or different successes, and that's how you learn really at the end of the day. It's not, learning from one individual or one, one community. It's about, working with each other and learning from each other, man. Like I don't know, maybe somebody just finished a reno of a project that I haven't done in a while, and they may have some new tip, trick, or experience that might be worthwhile sharing, right?
Yeah, and that's true. And like I refer to our group, our Discord, as the Avengers of the business because everybody has a superpower. And once we are all together, we can help each other and we can help others. And the group is growing tremendously. Like, what are we at right now in terms of number? We're like almost close to 400 here. Um, that's huge. Like, it's in a short little time frame.
We're
Um,
pumping. We're pumping.
it's going, and you know what? And we're getting tremendous amount of attention on social media with our lives and our videos and it's great. It's great to see that people are interested in the investing side and they're interested in joining us. And we always want to make it welcoming for anybody, right? So you know Mark made it welcoming to me. I'm making it welcoming to a bunch of other people in my network, and that's just how we're going to be rolling with it, right? And if you want to see us live, if this is on the show, you want to see us live, that's where the magic is. That's what the real comedy is. And I'm
That's
telling
when
you, this
the
guy here, he's freaking hilarious.
not I'm not a funny guy.
He's always funny, man. And come to these live events, get to meet these people. Like they're like some powerhouse people. Like I've had a few of them on my podcast, and I've had a few of them scheduled to come on our podcast. Me, Mark, and I, and I'm looking forward to it. It's just gonna be fun after fun, buddy. Learning and fun.
I'm the shy guy. I'm the shy guy.
He's the shy guy. I'm the high guy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Um,
No, but it's good, man. It's promising. And you know what? I know we don't have many people here today. It's we're doing it after a long time. We're doing our
yeah,
first
we took
live in
two weeks off, right? 2 weeks off for the break.
2 weeks, probably. Yeah, for me a little bit longer, even 3 weeks. But yeah, it's been a while. I miss it, man. I miss the Discord family. We gotta pump it, man. Get them back in here. Used to
Yeah,
have
no, I
like
mean
five to ten.
we just got to be
No, it's
consistent, right? So we'll be back on again tomorrow. Um, so Matrix Mortgage guy said he should be on tomorrow around 7:30 to do Taco Tuesday. I will be wearing my hat.
can't miss the hat, man. Can't miss the hat. Like if
Um,
you,
and then
you can't miss the hat.
Wednesday we'll be on with the Property Hustlers, the flippers there on Wednesday. So it should be Andrew and I, because Ping's out traveling right now. He's in Europe. He's traveling Europe with his daughter and his wife. So they're out and
Nice,
around.
nice.
And then
Intelligence, intelligent guys.
Thursday, I think Henry's gonna go live on Thursday, or Keith. I messaged Keith, but he didn't reply back. So and Wednesday at noon, Arrow, he messaged me on Monday when I posted all of the videos of all the events that are happening. Monday, he's like, "Hey, Wednesday I'm gonna do noon. I'm gonna run numbers at noon. So Wednesday around noon o'clock, around noon, he's gonna run the
Noon
numbers.
o'clock.
Noon o'clock.
You better not be late. He's gonna run numbers on the Brantford properties. I got some gems in Brantford.
I mean, it would be awesome if you did. You gotta call Arrow tomorrow and tell him run your numbers.
Run those numbers. Use a runner. He's the running man. He's the running man with the numbers. He's got the numbers. I called him. I'm like, buddy, let's run the numbers. Let's do it. So
And
that's gonna be a great show. You should tune into that. Tune into Taco Tuesday, Wednesday Property Hustlers. Really smart guys. You know, we got a jam packed all week. Even Friday. I think Summit's coming Friday. That's
oh,
another
Suman, he's added,
show
yeah,
that you're
Suman.
adding on. Like we're on fire, guys. We got
But he's
fire emojis coming out of everywhere.
Sunday, not
It's
Sunday. What's his name? Sandy McKay.
Sunday.
No, Sandy McKay is gonna start coming on. He's gonna let me know his date, but he's like, I want a day, I want a day. He's like, you got a day, you got a day, you got a day, you got a day, I want a day too. And I was like, no problem, Sandy, I got you.
Get them a day. Get them in. Get them signed up. But I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be really fun at this event. Arley, if you're local, you should come to the event, the Wink GTA event. It's going to be held in Hamilton. Uh, definitely come. Um, thank you for being here today. Thank you, Mark, for being here. Appreciate you,
Man,
brother. And
always fun
I'll
chatting
see
with you,
if I can.
buddy.
Yeah, I'll see if I can tune in tomorrow. Um, for Taco Tuesday. Should be fun. Who do you have on tomorrow with you? Forget the
Sean,
mortgage guy.
Sean Allen,
Oh, Sean Allen's coming himself or somebody else?
Sean Allen, baby, it's my boy.
Okay. That's gonna be live. And so the property tours. Maybe get send one of his agents that would probably benefit from being there.
I think
It,
I think we should seriously consider doing. Are you gonna get that bus back up and running or what?
we'll see. We'll see.
Do it,
We'll see.
do
We'll
it.
see. There's too many balls in the air for Manny.
I know this is the problem. We
The
should.
I wish I wish I had this going on when I was single and not married, because I would be going like, but when you're married and with kids,
That's the
love
hard part,
and
man.
marriage.
All
So
right.
it's a blessing. Yeah, we got to make time for it. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Arlene, for coming on. Thank you, Mark. You guys have yourself a good night. Tune in next Monday. We shall have, I'm going to talk to Aro. I'm going to bust his hump to come on and do some numbers.
Do it.
I
Do
want
it.
him to do some numbers.
Sick, man.
I'm going to
I'll
do
see
some
you.
numbers. If Aro can't make it, see you, man. See you guys.